to Phuket News TV, and here we are at the beautiful Katatani down here in Kata Noi. And it's my great pleasure to welcome to Phuket the Ginger Wizard, the amazing pool exhibitionist. Exhibitionist? I suppose that's the right word.
Yeah, that's
Dave
a good word.
Pearson.
Hi Tim, good to see you.
Great to have you here in Phuket, and you've got a very, very busy schedule, which we'll talk about soon. But let's start off with talking about how you got started in this. How do you decide to become a pool exhibitionist?
Well, I'd won a lot of major tournaments throughout the world, and it wasn't really going anywhere. The game of pool was the tournaments. There wasn't much joy for me, so I started to do the exhibitions, the trick shots, and the challenge games. And wherever you go, everybody wants to beat you, and it's nice and fun to see their faces when they actually do win. And I've had the chance to go to about 45 different countries, and I enjoy it. 45 countries. How long have you been doing this now? Oh, I've probably been doing the exhibitions for about 21, 22 years, and I've done anywhere from the smallest bar to the Olympics. I perform for everybody.
That's the interesting thing about pool, is that it's changed from the sort of the bar game into something much bigger now. So when you do your exhibitions, they're really quite big events. So they're not just little smoky bars with people standing around drinking in the background.
Absolutely. Like I mentioned previously, you know, they bring me into the Olympics because there's nothing for the athletes to do. So they have their own little village, and they'll bring me in a couple of times a day to do trick shots. And then you can do celebrity events to raise charity, and you can do trade shows, and it could be a shoe company or it could be a magic show. It's just all these different events. People love to see trick shots.
Now, you mentioned the Olympics. Is there any possibility that pool could become an Olympic sport?
I don't think so. I think the problem is there's so many different games of pool, and the Olympics is about two teams or two competitors giving their best. So if I was playing you in a match, Tim, and we played a race to 11 in the Olympics, and you lost the toss, and I ran 11 games on you, you haven't had a chance to take part. So in that concept, I don't think I'll ever get in the Olympics.
Now, in the early days, it was sort of snooker and billiards,
right.
And now pool's really raised its profile to become a sport in itself, and vastly popular, particularly in America.
Oh yeah, and it's very big in Asia actually. Probably Asia's bigger than America now. Really? Yeah, and it's a quick game for TV purposes. 9-ball is the most popular. The games don't last very long, so TV people like that idea. And there's so many great players in Thailand with the snooker. And a few of the Taiwan players now are coming over to play in the tournaments.
Is it easy to move from like your billiards and your snooker to pool and backwards and forwards? Are the techniques all the same, or how different is it?
Very easy to come from snooker to pool, because on a snooker table it's 12 foot, and on a pool table it's 9 foot or 7 foot. So the snooker players have a big advantage because they're coming down, especially with the long shots, and also the snooker table, the pockets are tighter. So now when the American style 9 foot tables, the pockets are bigger. So the snooker players love that. Ronnie OSullivan tried it for a year, played pretty good, didn't do so well in tournaments, lost the first couple of rounds. But you know, we have an expression in England, it's horses for courses, stay what you're good at.
Sure.
And but you know, it's getting bigger and bigger, and you know, Thailand Pool Tables is the company that brought me in, and they're the biggest in Thailand. And
yeah, big thanks to Thailand Pool Tables.
Yeah, and they do an awesome job, and they want to promote it. And the next few days of the shows is all about challenging the local players. Now
let's talk about the challenging and the Guinness Book of Records, which is displayed proudly on your waistcoat there. How did you get to actually compete with a Guinness Book of Records?
Well, they've had the world records for pool from the 1970s.
Okay.
And I started to probably do the records in the early 90s. And at the time, the fastest to clear one pool table was 42 seconds. And as years progressed, I got that down to 26 seconds.
So this is one person, you do the break, and then you go bang, 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 in 26 seconds.
But that's the hard part. I mean, to get it, you have to wait for the white ball to stop every time, and you can't hit the 8 ball till it's the last. You can't go directly for the 8 ball till it's the last ball on the table.
All right. Now this is interesting, because so much of breaking a record like that must be the luck of the break and where the balls actually happen to go.
Absolutely, and you can't deny that, because to get them type of times, you need to get 3 or 4 balls on the break. It's very rare you see 3 or 4 balls going down on the break. So when you go
happens to me all the time, Dave.
you must be very gifted then. So to get that type of time is tough. So if you get 1 ball on the break, you can do about a 44, 45 seconds. 2 balls, a few seconds down, 3 balls, so on and so forth. So that record's really tough to get.
Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday night's the big night at Tablespoon Cafe in Central Festival, and you're going to be going for the Guinness Book of Records once again.
Yeah, they're going to have 2 pool tables lined up, and the idea is to clear 10 racks on 2 pool tables in 8 minutes 57 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
So simply, Tim, so as soon as you do one, you run over to the next one, and as you're running over the next one, somebody's setting the balls up for you, and you go backwards and forwards 10 times.
You've got to be pretty fit for this.
Yeah, I mean, the fitness side is not a problem. The more problem than any is the back tends to tighten up after probably 6 or 7 tries. So you really want to try and get the world record on the 2nd or 3rd attempt.
Of course. Dave, great to have you here in Phuket. Thank you very much. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Of course, Katatani Hotel, you guys were awesome. Ever since I've been here, everybody's been so nice, and everybody should come here. I'd also like to thank my sponsors, Simonis and Aramuth, and let's do an unbelievable event, and I'm going to dedicate this world record to Thailand Pool Tables. This one's for you guys.
Thank you very much to Thailand Pool Tables. Thank you, Dave, and we look forward to seeing you break that world record.
Thanks, Tim. It was my pleasure.
Thanks for joining us on Phuket News TV.